Have you ever felt different from everyone around you? Like you see the world in a deeper, more meaningful way than others? If so, you might be an INFJ, one of the rarest personality types in the world. INFJs make up only about 1–2% of the population, and their unique way of thinking, feeling, and acting sets them apart. Being an INFJ is more than just having introverted tendencies. It's about deep intuition, strong empathy, and a desire to make the world a better place. If you're wondering whether you truly fit into this rare personality type, there are 6 actions that prove you are a real INFJ. These are not just personality traits, but behaviors that shape your daily life. In this video, we'll break down each of these 6 actions in simple, easy-to-understand terms. If you relate to most of these, there's a high chance you're an authentic INFJ. So, let's dive into the first action that truly defines this rare personality type. Deep empathy and compassion. One of the most defining characteristics of an INFJ is their deep empathy. Unlike many people, INFJs can sense emotions even when they are not spoken. They can pick up on small changes in someone's tone of voice, facial expression, or body language. This ability allows INFJs to truly connect with others on an emotional level. They don't just hear what people say, they understand what they truly feel. Because of this, many INFJs find themselves in roles where they help and guide others, such as teachers, therapists, or counselors. However, this deep empathy can also be overwhelming. INFJs often absorb the emotions of those around them, making them feel drained or emotionally exhausted. They may struggle with setting boundaries, especially when they care deeply about someone. Even in their personal lives, INFJs are the friends who check in on you, even when you don't say you need help. They offer a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, and a heart full of understanding. If you constantly find yourself putting others before yourself, feeling deeply moved by other people's emotions, and seeking to help those in need, this is a major sign you are a true INFJ. Strong intuition, guiding decisions. INFJs rely heavily on their intuition when making decisions. Unlike logical thinkers who need facts and data, INFJs often make choices based on a gut feeling. This intuition isn't random. It comes from their ability to notice patterns and predict outcomes. INFJs unconsciously collect small pieces of information over time and use them to make accurate predictions about people and situations. For example, an INFJ might sense when a friend is about to make a bad decision, even if they haven't explained the full situation. Or they might avoid an opportunity because something doesn't feel right. Later, they realize their instincts were correct. This deep sense of knowing can sometimes confuse others. People may ask, "How did you know that?" But for an INFJ, it just feels natural. However, trusting their intuition isn't always easy. Since most of society relies on logic, INFJs may doubt themselves when their gut feeling tells them something different. But over time, they learn that their inner voice is rarely wrong. If you find yourself making decisions based on instinct rather than logic, and if your intuition is usually right, this is another sign you are a true INFJ. Desire for meaningful connections. INFJs are not interested in small talk or surface-level relationships. They crave deep, meaningful connections with people who understand and appreciate them for who they truly are. This is why many INFJs feel out of place in large social groups. They don't enjoy meaningless conversations about the weather or celebrity gossip. Instead, they prefer one-on-one discussions about life, purpose, and emotions. Because of this, INFJs are picky about who they allow into their inner circle. They don't trust easily, and it takes time for them to open up. But once they do, they are loyal and dedicated friends and partners. However, their deep need for meaningful relationships can also make them feel lonely. Since they seek genuine connections, they may struggle to find people who match their level of depth and understanding. This is why many INFJs feel like they don't fit in, even when surrounded by others. If you often find yourself avoiding shallow interactions, craving deeper connections, and feeling lonely in groups, this is a strong sign you are an authentic INFJ. Visionary thinking with practical implementation. INFJs are not just dreamers, they are doers. They have a clear vision of how the world should be and actively work towards making it a reality. Unlike some idealists who only imagine possibilities, INFJs take concrete steps to turn their ideas into action. This is why many INFJs are drawn to careers and causes that create real change, such as social work, psychology, activism, or writing. They don't just talk about making a difference. They strategize and plan ways to improve situations. One reason INFJs are so effective at this is their ability to see the big picture. They analyze situations deeply, considering long-term effects rather than just short-term solutions. Because of this, they often have strong leadership skills, even though they don't always seek leadership positions. However, their visionary mindset can sometimes be frustrating. When they see a better way of doing things, they may struggle with others who resist change. They also tend to put a lot of pressure on themselves to fix problems, which can lead to burnout. If you often find yourself coming up with big ideas, planning ways to bring them to life, and feeling deeply frustrated when others ignore potential improvements, this is a strong indication that you are a true INFJ. Preference for organized environments. Despite being intuitive and creative, INFJs prefer structure and organization in their lives. Their judging J trait makes them enjoy having clear plans, routines, and structured systems. For many INFJs, a cluttered space equals a cluttered mind. They feel more at ease in a clean, well-organized environment. This doesn't necessarily mean they are obsessed with tidiness, but they do like things to have a place and a purpose. INFJs also love planning ahead. They often create detailed to-do lists, schedules, or long-term plans to stay on track. Having a clear sense of direction reduces stress and helps them feel more in control of their lives. However, their need for structure can sometimes make them rigid. They may struggle with last-minute changes or unexpected disruptions. This is why many INFJs prefer to work alone or in quiet, controlled environments, rather than chaotic, unpredictable settings. If you find yourself enjoying organized spaces, planning your future carefully, and feeling uncomfortable in chaotic situations, this is another strong sign that you are a true INFJ. Tendency toward perfectionism. INFJs set high standards for themselves and others. They are natural perfectionists, constantly striving for improvement in everything they do. This perfectionism comes from their deep desire to do things right. Whether it's a creative project, a relationship, or their personal growth, INFJs want to give their best effort. They feel deeply responsible for meeting expectations, both their own and those of others. While this drive for excellence can be a strength, it can also be a source of stress. INFJs tend to be their own worst critics, constantly questioning whether they could have done something better. They may overthink mistakes or struggle with feelings of never being good enough. Their perfectionism can also make them hesitate before starting something new. They fear failure or disappointing others, which can lead to procrastination. At times, they may avoid projects altogether if they feel they won't meet their own high expectations. However, when channeled correctly, their perfectionism helps them achieve great things. INFJs take pride in their work, relationships, and personal development, always striving to be the best version of themselves. If you constantly push yourself to improve, struggle with self-criticism, and have a strong attention to detail, this is a key sign that you are a true INFJ. So do these 6 actions sound familiar to you? If you found yourself nodding along and relating to most of them, there's a good chance you are a true INFJ. INFJs are a rare and unique personality type, and while their traits can sometimes feel like a blessing and a curse, they bring incredible depth, intuition, and kindness into the world. They are the quiet visionaries, the ones who see beyond the surface, and the ones who make a lasting impact in the lives of others. If you're an INFJ, remember to embrace your strengths, set boundaries to protect your energy, and know that you are not alone. There are others like you out there who understand and appreciate you for who you truly are. Did any of these INFJ traits stand out to you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on personality types.